Oh, you're still here. So what do you think of my friends? No shit, right? Eric, calm down. Yeah. I gotta tell you this. I'm glad every one of you is here. Thank you for being here. But you know who else is here? My first ex-wife is here. Do you know who else is here? My last ex-wife. Yeah. How about that? What do you think of that? And by last ex-wife, I mean last ex-wife. Or ever. Wife. So I'm gonna be 76 on Wednesday, but the show was today. Isn't that freaking ridiculous? Sucks being old. Did you know that? Anybody here my age? Yep. Sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. I hate it. But you know, the thing is, I'm not even the oldest member of my family. My mother is 101. 101. You don't give a shit about that, do you? Here's a secret, family secret. We don't die. No, we keep shrinking till we just disappear. Oh, I finally did something on my bucket list. I went skydiving. Wow, last Thursday I went skydiving. I was scared out of my mind. So if any of you were walking in the Santa Barbara area last Thursday around 2:30, that wasn't bird shit. Got any grandparents here? Yeah. They're not that thrilled either, I can see that. Yeah, you're a grandmother, and he's your husband. Oh, that's the word, grandfather. I forgot that shit. I have an 8-year-old grandson, and he's such a, what's the word I'm looking for? Dick. Anyone got one of those? We're playing checkers the other day, looks up at me and said, "You're going down, bold man." Then he said, "Grandpa, if you die while we're playing, I win." Dick. Carol, just bring your laugh, really, honestly, I love it. I may just sit here and you laugh for a while, and this is stand-up at my age is fucking killing me. I know there's a couch, but I can't get up if I get on this couch. There's also a stool I can't climb on. I'm freaking almost 76. This stage was not meant for me. And thank you for pointing it out. So being old, he just got it over here and he's right in front of me. You been drinking? Drink more, goddammit. I forgot what I was talking about. I got like 3 hours of shit to talk to you about. Being old, I've had a lot of jobs, you know what I mean? I was a Walmart greeter. They fired me. No, they said I had one too many teeth. My favorite job, I used to be a school crossing guard. Little kids would come up and they go, "Hey mister, is it okay to cross now?" And I'd be like, "Hey kid, give it your best shot." I was in the clothing business too. These are my clothing people friends over here. Over here. Over there? Yeah, what the hell is this? They heard clothing and the moth says, where are they? What kind of place is this? I'm so old and frail, it could probably carry me off. So I do senior shows too at retirement communities, and looking at these old men, I came up with a clothing line just for old men. Do you want to hear it? All right, it consists of pre-stained shirts, collection of shoes, one left shoe, one right slipper, glasses with a tag hanging down. It says, I'm not lost, I'm on your head. And pants with a zipper only goes 3/4 of the way up. I found a great gig now, too, part-time. I'm making some serious dollars, you know. Jumping out of caskets at surprise parties. Jesus, did you say that? I don't know, I hear shit. Mold. That's the other thing, I don't hear that well. Anybody here have that problem besides you? It's my brother, he can't even hear me right now. We need to walk around with microphones, maybe that would work. I don't know if you do this, but I gotta stop saying yes when I don't hear the question. I had a bad week last week. Homeless man moved in with me. Anyone know where I can find a warehouse for 75,000 yards of AstroTurf? And apparently next Tuesday at 4:30 I'm being cremated. Bad freaking week. You know, this terrorism thing keeps going on, and it's really awful, and nobody seems to have a solution. I figured it out. I'm gonna kill myself. When I get to heaven, I'm gonna knock up all their virgins. How do you think they're gonna feel when they find out an elderly Jewish man got there first? Yeah, no shit. People come up to me all the time, they go, Marty, you're freaking old, how come you're not dead? James P. Connolly? I said, because I treat the angel of death the same way I do a Jehovah's Witness. When they come to my door, I turn the sprinklers on. Went to visit my mother in the nursing home. You know you get a problem when you go to a nursing home and you look like me? No, they wouldn't let me out. They're the only thing I could think of. I moved in with my mom. You people know what goes on in these places? Some of you do, because you're freaking old. Did the bus stop outside? No, I got all these old ladies just looking for a guy whose equipment still works. Here's how I found out. I'm walking down the hall one day, an arm comes out of a doorway. This woman grabs me, she pulls me into a room. The next thing I know, I'm crocheted to the bed. Then it got worse. She showed me her boobs. Her boobs. They're in her pantyhose. Around her ankles. You know her? This is what old people do. We just stand there and you know, what the hell is they thinking? The hell do I know? I have no idea. You know, this technology really messes me up. Who here remembers a phone when it was a phone, it was on the wall, you know? And you could only go as far as the cord, right? Then you had to hang it upside down so it would unwind before your father came home. Now everything's a phone. I don't know what is a phone and what's not a phone. Calling my daughter the other day, I'm dialing her number, nothing happened. I gave up. A little while later, my neighbor called. He said, you realize that your last half hour your garage door's been going up and down? I forgot what I was talking about. You probably caught that. That's the other thing. My memory sucks. Anyone else have bad memory here? You remembered enough to applause when I asked them. Yay, you do, all right. It's okay. I can't remember shit. Like what I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? Did you ever walk into a room in your own house and have no idea why you're there? Then you start looking for clues? Came home the other day, couldn't remember what I was supposed to do. I started leaving Post-its around. I seem to be starting in the middle of fucking anything. I'll back up. I started leaving Post-its around. Came home the other day, couldn't remember what I was supposed to do. Walk in a room, I see a Post-it. Said, have you done it yet? Then I see another Post-it, it said, are you going to do it? Then I see a third Post-it, it said, too late, asshole, you just shit your pants. Here's another secret. Told you about We Don't Die. I've been smoking weed for 50 years. 50 years, without stopping. That's really not true. I did stop for 2 years in the 70s, so I could do coke. Yeah. You remember, Liz. Think I still owe you some money for that shit? With appreciation, screw it, I don't have that kind of money. So I've been divorced. Anyone else been divorced here? Applaud if you've been divorced. Now applaud if it was your fault. Yeah, a couple honest people, that's about it, yeah. Everyone was my fault. I smoke weed, remember that part? In fact, you can check with my 2 exes here. This woman came up to me one day, she said, hey, Pothead, I want a divorce. And I was like, who the fuck are you? You smoke weed too, don't you? Yeah. I'll put the microphone down, we'll go out in the parking lot. What do you think? You just may have to carry me. I've been standing in one place for a long freaking time. Yeah. Dating is hard, isn't it? Try it when you're fucking my age. Because I don't even know what I liked. I like young women. That's what I liked. And apparently, they don't find me attractive anymore. I had standards. I liked a woman with a tight body. Now my standards have changed. I've only got 2. Ass above the knees, boobs above the waist. I don't even know where to find women. I know I can't go to bars or clubs. Young people go there. And funerals are hit or miss. What am I supposed to do? Go to the Rite Aid drugstore prescription department, hit on those little old ladies? Hey, you want to come back to my place and slam down some prune juice? So I'm banging this little old lady. And the most amazing thing happened. You know sparks flew? No, that's when our hip replacement rubbed across the metal plate in my head. Went to have my sperm count checked. I know I'm old, I was curious. Doctor gave me the results. He said, you know, in a 20-year-old man, they have 107 million sperm. In a 50-year-old man, they have between 5 and 6 million. He said, you're more in the 3 to 4 range. I said, million? He said, no, 3 or 4. I said, doctor, that's awful. Is there anything I can do? He said, well, you have so few, you can name them. Now we're going to try something a little different. Maestro, you want to come up here? Yes, sir. Are you? Yeah, Maestro. Let's give a big hand to Armando Anton, to Pauline Yasuda, Helen Hahn, I like Asian women, what do you want from me? Tamara Katan, Eric Myers, James P. Connolly, and while I remembered, I figured I'd say that. We're going to attempt this song that I wrote whenever the maestro is ready. Wow, is that my pacemaker again? What the hell is that? The name of the song is Elderly Love.
You guys hear the guitar?
Yeah, it's going through my feet, Armando. It's interfering with my pacemaker. My nose keeps lighting up. We'll find out, won't we? I'm still a great lover for a frisky old Jew. There's just a few things I can no longer do. My equipment still works, not like it should. Any of you ladies interested in petrified wood? My back locks and so does my knee, and after 30 seconds of foreplay, I gotta go pee. Of course, I forgot the rest of it. He's going to break my ass because we've been practicing. So we're two old wrinkled lovers, and it starts to annoy because when our wrinkles rub together, sounds like corduroy. I'm an elderly lover making elderly love, and there's nothing more awful that I can think of. We turn off the lights so we can't see it all. I'm yelling, where are you? Because I didn't hear her fall. We're going at it. An old man can't remember shit, and I wrote the goddamn thing. I know the last part. The music is wonderful. You enjoy? Anybody bring the notes? Talk to yourselves. That's the only part I remember. She says I'm getting hot. One thing I've learned, women lie a lot.
A lot.
After 17 minutes, I'm almost there. She starts to shout. And that's the moment my back went out. Someone please tell me what this is about. Because now when I climax, dust comes out. The laughter's throwing me off. We practiced this 2 times. Nobody fucking laughed. I used to fall asleep soon after sex. Now it's during. According to my ex. Bitch. I'm an elderly lover making elderly love, and there's nothing more awful that I can think of. All I can do now is rant and rave, so I'll keep complaining till they put me in my grave. Thank you, Armando. Thank God it's comedy, you know what I mean? Can't fucking believe I forgot all that shit. Now, I said that I'd have special surprise for people who showed up today, and I do. I have someone who's a very good friend of mine. He's a wonderful musician. And is he here?
Yeah, that's right.
You can see how I produce a show. Right? I want to bring up the amazing Lucky Otis. Play your frickin' thing. I told them it was a surprise. The surprise would be if you don't.
How you guys doing out there? Give it up for MartyRoss right here. How old are you again? I know you're lying about your age. You're 77, right?
No, give me a break, will you, please? 1 year at a time.
Well, I wrote a thing for you. Is that all right? First of all, why don't I just get this out of the way? This came in the mail. You know, we're roommates, and it's like a Mr. Rogers mailman kind of brought this here. So here, this is for you. You want to open it now? You can. You can show everyone. It's a birthday card from Kurt Vonnegut from Breakfast of Champions. It says, "Happy birthday, asshole." Give it up for MartyRoss right here. I really just want to tell him something, and I don't want to take your time up. He wants me to play music, but you can catch me down at Joe's tomorrow night. What I really want to do is just do a poem. Is that okay with you guys? Yeah. Because we have songs, we redid the Birds cover. It's called Churn, Churn, Churn. It features an Amish rapper that he found. He's a talent scout among that, and we also do things about, remember the long distance relationship song we had? It's called Why Don't We Do It on the Phone? Remember that one? That's something, I'm serious, he comes over to work on this stuff with me. And the follow-up single is I Got You All Over My Skin. Remember that one he came up with? I'm not lying, he does this all the time. So let me just do this real quick, okay?
Please do.
Well, the birthday boy asked if I were up to the task of sharing a song that I wrote. So I sat in the back and drew up a map of an idea that you can quote in the form of a poem. I can then show him the life of the man MartyRoss. So don't start, you like it that much, huh? Oh, hey, it's that bad. So don't start to wail when I tell you the tale of how his salad got tossed. Okay, bear with me. 'Twas the night before prom, and his best friend's mom said, "Remember to brush and to floss," as they were innocent of what it had meant to have one's fruit salad tossed. Oh, Marty, how he loved to party. Smoked all the reefer, drank too much Bacardi, got popped in Tijuana with a half a gram of marijuana, and asked the cop, "How much will this cost?" And still at this point, with his crumpled up joint, had he not had his Jew salad tossed. So his life was living hell. He got thrown in a cell, and they threw the key under the jail. Then alas, his ill fate, a brand new cellmate, surfing serial rapist Long Dick Dale. Then one night Dick demanded he not sleep empty-handed, to which Marty replied, "You're the boss." Then out came the screams, and we all know what that means. That Marty's Greek salad got tossed. Now, I don't know if you think it's false or if it's true. Either way, I'm really reading this. It was years ago, but with his heavenly grace and the smile on his cute face, one would never, ever know. So if you say hi to Marty sometime at this party, don't feel bewildered or lost. Because I bet that he'll say, "Wipe those tears away. It's not like your salad got tossed." So if you heard this ballad about tossing a salad and still don't know the score, just ask Marty's 8-year-old grandson. He'll tell you that's what the internet's for. Happy birthday, Marty. We love you. You're 76 years old. Thank goodness you came to your senses because New York is way too motherfucking cold. Give it up.
Mr. Lucky Otis. Surprised the shit out of me, too. That's it? I understand why Armando does it, but not you.
They were giving away pins in the back. You want one? I got a bunch of them in my pocket.
You've been stealing pens from
They're complimentary.
Yeah, for you.
Just make up something. Can you? Do you want to hear him
I'm not
make up
making
something?
up
Say
shit.
yeah. Come on, you guys.
I
Come
couldn't even
on.
remember the shit I wrote. Either play, don't play, I'll talk, you do whatever you want, I'll go home.
It's meant not for you to remember. Just make something up.
No.
Just go ahead and clap. One and one is two. One and one is two. MartyRoss said, my favorite Jew. My favorite Jew. He knows what to do. He's from New York, said, on the East Coast. Oh, said, you know, I love him the most, said. MartyRoss said, he's 76. He's always up to them old dog tricks. He always likes to date girls half his age. Nigga should have let the man out the cage. That's MartyRoss. He's the boss. No, we can keep going all day. Give it up for MartyRoss right here. Come on.
And Mr. Lucky Otis.